Rental company Hertz helped turn Tesla into a $1 trillion megacap stock. Now it becomes collateral damage in Elon Musk's price war. You know what? Rental agency Hertz is learning now the hard way that Tesla cars didn't quite turn out to be the appreciating assets Elon Musk famously predicted they would be. Welcome back, friends. This is Armen Harayan. If you are here first time, please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla news and ring the bell so you don't miss my next Tesla story, and visit us at talknews.com. So Hertz pulls back on electric vehicle plans, citing Tesla price cuts, high repair costs. Do you remember what a big news it was when we were reporting that Hertz is adding 100 Teslas? Another story said 150 Teslas, adding more electric vehicle to its fleet, hoping it would be big news, big development for people renting electric cars. Now apparently there are problems, and I'm about to tell you about those problems. Hertz is pumping the brakes on plans to electrify more of its rental car fleet after electric vehicle repair costs came in higher than company anticipated, and after Tesla price cuts reduced the resale value of the majority of electric cars in its fleet by about 1/3. CEO of Hertz, Steven Scher, said on the company's third quarter earnings update on Thursday, "Our infleeting of electric vehicles will be slower than our prior expectations." That was a quote from Hertz. The rental car company reported lower than expected margins for the period ending September 2023, and the CEO said electric vehicle repairs were one challenge. I'm about to tell you a little bit later how Hertz also tried to mitigate the problem and whether it succeeded or not. But in the meantime, Hertz says our direct operating expenses remained controlled in the quarter as they grew with transaction volume. On a unit basis, we achieved productivity gains across most categories of auto. The expectation remained vehicle damage costs, particularly those on our electric vehicles. Scher also said MSRP decline in electric vehicles over the course of 2023, driven primarily by Tesla, have driven the fair market value of our electric vehicles lower as compared to last year, such that as salvage creates a larger loss and therefore greater burden. Shares of Hertz closed down by around 10% on Thursday at $9.04 following the third quarter update. Tesla shares also dipped around 3% on Thursday to close to $205.76. Hertz also disclosed on Thursday that about 80% of the battery electric cars in its fleet are Teslas today. 80% of its battery electric cars are Teslas. About 11% of Hertz's entire fleet is comprised of electric cars. With around 50,000 electric cars in its fleet currently, that means Hertz has around 35,000 Teslas in its fleet now. Wow. That number is far shy of the 100,000 Tesla electric cars Hertz originally said it was ordering from Tesla by the end of 2022. By the way, in the beginning of this report, I said Hertz would order 100 Teslas. I should have said 100,000 Teslas. It looks like Hertz kind of slowed down and stopped at 35,000 Teslas in its fleet now. But in 2022, Hertz was saying it would get 100,000 Tesla, and in one other report said it would be 150,000. Hertz Global Chief Executive Officer Steven Scher said Hertz is still quote-unquote committed to buying those 100,000 cars from Tesla and 175,000 electric vehicles from General Motors, but it is not on target to have electric vehicles represent a quarter of its fleet by the end of 2024 anymore as previously hoped. Here's what they said. Our focus on our work with Tesla is to look at the performance of the car so as to lower the risk of incidents of damage, Share said. And we are in very direct engagement with them on parts procurement and labor and the like. Please stay with me because I'm about to tell you what Hertz did trying to mitigate the problem. So Hertz buys up more electric vehicles from General Motors and other automakers down the line. Share said on the company's Q3 call, the company expects those electric vehicles to have a, quote, lower incidence of damage and a lower cost of parts and labors. Remember, in the likes of General Motors and other OEMs, there's decades of establishment of broad national parts supply network. There's an aftermarket of parts that is there that is less mature, obviously, in the context of Tesla's. Share said, adding that margins and other electric vehicle issues would improve as Hertz looks to diversify that part of its fleet. On October 25 of 2021, Hertz first announced plans to grow its fleet of battery electric vehicles with an initial order of 100,000 Teslas by the end of 2022. Now we're almost end of 2023 and Hertz only has 35,000 Teslas. Tesla hit a 1 trillion market cap for the first time after that Hertz announcement. A commercial featuring repeat Super Bowl champion Tom Brady alongside parked Tesla Model 3 electric sedan and Hertz garage accompanied the announcement, if you remember. The CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, waited until November 2, 2021, a week later to inform Tesla shareholders in a post on Twitter, the social network he now owns and has rebranded as X, that Hertz has not signed any contract with Tesla for the high-volume order. Musk frequently says that electric cars require less maintenance than counterparts with internal combustion engines. That's a big potential selling point for electric cars, and they reference to items like motor oil, oil filters, engine air filters, transmission fluids, spark plugs, and other items requiring annual maintenance or scheduled replacement. But electric vehicle owners can face unique maintenance needs as well. Nikhil Nahal, CEO of Kinetic, a startup that is not affiliated with Hertz or Tesla but provides repairs for electric and automotive vehicles, told CNBC on Thursday, saying the reality of electric vehicles is that they can be 1,000 pounds heavier or more than gas vehicles and they move faster with higher torque. Since they're extremely zippy and heavier, it's just physics. The ability to overcome inertia so quickly is going to affect their suspension system, the brakes and steering columns. It's counterintuitive, but even with fewer moving parts, they are susceptible to requiring more maintenance. They especially require tire swapping because the tire wears more quickly from that high torque and weight. Now, Hertz said it tried to mitigate higher incidents of damage about electric vehicle rideshare drivers by stiffening some of its fleet into its leisure segment, but that didn't work out as well as the company hoped. This is what I had promised you, that I will tell you how Hertz tried to mitigate. With hindsight, this left leisure over fleet with electric vehicles, Shear said in an earnings call this week. As a result, RPD, revenue per day, for our electric vehicles in leisure dropped, which contributed to the lower RPD, revenue per day performance for the company in the quarter. So this is what Hertz tried to do and it didn't work well, but it will probably work as more aftermarket parts, if possible, will come for Tesla and electric vehicles while they're very much established in the gas cars. This is Armen Aryan from TorqueNews.com. Friends, let me know what your thoughts are. What would you do if you were the CEO of Hertz? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel and visit us at TorqueNews.com for daily automotive, electric vehicle, and Tesla news. God bless you, and I'll see you soon in our next report.